And blow it out.
Oh, wow.
So we got that one.
Oh, that feels so good.
Good. Big breath in and close your mouth.
Ah, so good.
Okay, so we have Katie back, and hi Katie.
Hello.
So Katie is someone that helped me kind of learn a lot about CFR. I was freshly out of my training, and maybe a month or so after I started, you were my first difficult case and very, very big challenge. And I studied under this amazing doctor named Dr. Adam Del Tordo, and he told us when you have a challenging case, you just got to get it done. Mm-hmm. And if you look back at her first video, we have a whole playlist called Katie's Journey. And here you can see it down here. It's Katie's Journey. And also I left it in the description box. But this will probably be like the 7th video or 6th or 7th video.
I want to say it's probably number 7 at this point, yeah.
So I think the first one we did was 2 years ago, right?
Yes, it would be 2 years, August 2021, yeah.
Okay, so almost 2 years ago. And what was difficult was, was your case. But I should also say since then, I can't even tell you how many hundreds of these I've done. Mm-hmm. And I got so much better and quicker. Quick is good because nobody wants it prodding in there forever.
Right.
But the other thing is I can sometimes navigate the balloon in to very tricky, twisted tunnels. Yeah. They're not tunnels, but twisted openings, which I didn't know how to do with you, so I'm just like slamming it into you. Right. And you really have to go back and maybe we can show a little bits of that. And you're gonna feel, this is the hardest part, is just getting it to go back. And I already hit blockage. So I had to go around a wall. You bled too, right?
I did, yeah.
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 So, okay, tell us what the original injury is. I totally remember, but tell them.
Over 20 years ago, I was a cheerleader in high school, and I was in the middle of a stunt, and the flyer came down with an elbow, and...
A teammate?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it was totally like we had never messed up before, and she just came down with the elbow by accident, and it cracked my nose. You heard the echo through the gym. I did have surgery on my nose to fix the bridge of the nose, but the septum was...
Back then or years later?
Back then.
So that's how bad it was broken?
Yeah.
That
it was crushed. It was all, yeah, it was bad.
Yeah. So what did they, so the surgery structurally shaped the nose?
They moved it back, the bridge, they moved the bridge back in place, but that was all that they did. Mm-hmm. And then I had no airflow through the left side of my nostril since then. For 20 years? Yes.
Right. And so sometimes you can surgically make it symmetrical and pleasing to the eye, but it doesn't mean the inner workings or inner structure is the same as it was before. Right. And so the surgeon did a great job, but the inside was still messed up.
It was non-functional.
Yeah, the non-visible side. Right. And so you basically, when I met you, could get how much percentage of air in or out of that left side?
Zero. Nothing.
Yeah. And if you see, it was really difficult to get the balloon in, but once we did a few tries and finally we got it.
It was 5 attempts.
Yeah. And then I had you come back in maybe 2 weeks or 1 week or a month. Got it. Got it on the first try.
Oh my God, it went through. Good. Oh my God.
It was worth working it correctly.
It went all the way through.
Yeah.
Wow.
I did on one.
Oh my God, yes. Oh, thank God. And that was so fast.
Yeah. Do you remember?
Yeah, I want to say it was probably 2 to 3 weeks later.
Yeah.
And then the second time it really burst through.
Mm-hmm. And opened.
Yes.
Expanded and opened.
Yeah. And by the third visit, then it was definitely a lot easier to go in. It was so much better. And then the airflow too, where I was a total mouth breather. I had to remind myself, hey, your nose is working. You can breathe through this now. Yeah.
And then you got to a point where you're 95 to 100%.
Yeah.
You even said your left side was better than your right.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And to think that I went 20 plus years where I was just like, it is what it is. I'm not breathing through my nose. And all it took was a few visits with you. And it's been amazing ever since. Life-changing.
Good. Now, let's be real here. So she reached out to me a week ago or 2 weeks ago and said, it feels like it's regressing a little bit. Can we do a tune-up? So that's what we're going to do today.
Right.
And what does that mean? It went from 98, 100% to what?
Maybe let's call it like 60 to 70%. Like there's still airflow, but I can notice that it's not as good as it was. But it's also been probably a little over a year since the last time we did the last one.
Yeah.
So
it's a tune-up today.
Yeah.
So show us how much you can breathe. I mean, they're not going to be able to listen, but,
right.
Or a little bit. So there's air at least. When I met her, it was this blocked, like concrete shut.
Yeah.
And then do the other side. No problem over there.
No.
All right, so let's get started. One more time, check the breathing. Usually, the best way to do it here. Look at me for a second. How they taught us in school is either you occlude it this way, and then do the other side. Another way to do it is you can just squish it down this way.
I mean, you can still hear there's air coming in and out.
More on that side. That side's
Right.
more powerful.
Yeah.
The right side.
Yeah.
So typically we start on the good side because that kind of warms up both sides a little bit. And that's how I was taught too. My teacher, Dr. Adam Del Tordo, had a very specific way to do stuff, and I just follow his method because it seems to be the best.
Right.
Here, this is Floppy. I don't know if you guys remember Floppy, but Floppy just turned 27 years old.
Happy birthday.
And the way I know that is we got Floppy from my daughter when she was born, and my daughter just had her 27th birthday.
Happy birthday to your daughter.
Yeah, so Floppy's still going strong too. So lay back down. And Floppy's been through a lot of these treatments, as you could imagine. And you remember Floppy, right?
Of course I do. Floppy is the only reason I keep coming back.
I don't know if that's a compliment, but I'm going to take that as a compliment. Thank you.
Floppy's an extension of you.
Thank you. Yes, I feel that. I feel that. So we're going to start on the right side. I'm going to place this right back here. And big breath in and close your mouth.
So good. See? So easy.
One of the things that the balloon does is it mobilizes the cranial bones. It releases direct pressure on the brain by having your bones squeezed so tight in your face. It relieves the dural meningeal tension, and the dura is like the sac or sheath on top of our brain and spinal cord. So it releases some of the pressure around that. And think of the casing on a hot dog being too tight. And we sometimes feel that way where, like our brain and our skull is just too tight. It definitely opens breathing passageways. It will facilitate sinus drainage. And some of the people that would come for something like this have breathing problems, migraine headaches, sinusitis, tinnitus, which is the sound in your ears, like the whooshing or ringing, vertigo, Bell's palsy, trigeminal neuralgia, sleep apnea, snoring, head trauma. But we don't really target curing any disease or ailment. Awesome. Did you hear anything? Did you feel anything?
Definitely a pop.
You want to dab your nose
Yeah.
too?
Yeah, definitely a little pop.
Okay. Could you feel like where that pop was? Inside the head, on the cheekbone? It's so hard to tell because it's so fast.
Good question. I really don't know. It's just like it's all back there.
Yeah. That's a good, nobody knows, but I'm just curious to see what you could take from it, okay?
Yeah.
So now we're going to do the other side.
Good luck.
This is the original bad side, okay?
Yep.
And it's tricky. Got it.
Yeah.
Big breath in.
Oh, nice. That went through.
Went through.
Yep. Went through to the back of the throat and everything.
Yeah. So that's a full
Nice.
thing.
So much better.
So let's have you sit up and take inventory. We could always do more if you needed it, but that might be enough because I did break through both sides.
Absolutely.
And so much easier too.
Yeah, remember how bad it was?
Oh my God, so bad the first time.
It was hard to place it. It really was starting to close down again.
Yeah, yeah. See, I did notice that.
Yeah, and look how quick we placed the right side.
Yep.
And then the left side was so hard to place.
Yeah, yeah.
So what did you feel on that side?
On the left side?
Yeah.
It feels more open. Definitely, you could feel the struggle trying to go in. But again, you know, it's been a year. But it definitely broke through. It broke through all the way back to the throat. And it feels like a nice expansion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's test the breathing now. The right side is still better.
Right.
Did the left side open a little bit?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
So, and really, she's kind of pummeled him now. I just beat her up a little bit. Like, it's intense. So the next day or two, we'll really get to see the results. And I always tell that to patients, where no matter what you're feeling today, it's really tomorrow when we can tell what we did.
Yeah.
Because it needs to quiet down a little bit. And think about it. Anytime we've ever accidentally or intentionally been hit in the face, our eyes tear.
Yeah,
Look at her eyes.
Yeah.
Our nose gets mucousy. We're just like, you know.
Right.
Or even if you smell like chili pepper or anything that hits that area of the body.
Yeah.
Right. You instantly, your body goes on alert, and we don't really see what it's going to be like until a day or two goes by.
Right. I do sleep better. The nights that I come to see you are definitely by far the best night's sleep I ever have.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So Flabi did a good job. So let's do an adjustment for her next, okay? So you're going to lie on your back, and I'm going to take this out, okay?
Okay. Yeah, my eye got so watery on that one.
So I'm going to just release the neck now, okay? Actually, you're pretty locked up. So let's do this. Let's do this in stages, okay? And I'm going to come under here and let your head really tilt. Big breath in and blow it out.
Oh,
So
wow.
we got that one.
That felt good. I love the Y strap.
You've done it a lot of times now.
Yeah,
And it's always been nice for you, right?
I love it.
Good.
Well, I said I would love to take out my spine and shake it, but you can't do that. So this is the
Right.
next best thing.
Like you take out an old carpet and
Yeah,
shake it out in the spring.
right.
Big breath in and blow it out. Big breath in and blow it out.
Oh, that feels so good.
Good.
Ah,
So there's more. Let's do a few other things, okay?
sure.
What did you feel on that? Did you feel any releases? With
Oh,
the
my entire spine, it just feels like, feels great. My neck, especially.
Good.
Oh, that was so good.
Oh, that's big breath in and blow it out. That was a good one.
That was.
And now lie on your side facing me. Good. And come back this way. Okay, that's good. So come sit up, and then you can even stand and just tell us how you're feeling.
I feel amazing.
Really?
Yes.
Good.
I feel so much better.
Good.
Yeah.
And check your breathing now, because it's been a few minutes.
Yeah. I mean, I just need to blow my nose because it's
Yeah.
just like. But yeah, I can notice the difference.
All right, good. Thank
Yeah.
you so much, everybody. Leave Katie a comment and encourage her on her journey of feeling good.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
So good. It's been 20-something years since I could not breathe through my nose, and all it took is a balloon and a toothpick, and I can breathe through my nose again. Who would have thought?